Hello, everyone. Welcome along. I'm back after a few weeks off, and it's glad to be back. I've missed it doing the wee lives in this Monday afternoon, and it's part of the crack of doing it. So, uh, I bring my earworm in, uh, who's helping me today, which is Doug.
Good morning, everybody.
Okay, so uh, I'll put Doug in the background. Right, there we are.
Hi.
So hopefully I have ironed out all the bugs wrong with the system, put a new cable in, blah blah blah, and it seems to be working fine. So and today I'm doing a wee small project. It I don't want to aggravate the back too much by standing too long at the lathe. So we'll see how we'll go and we'll get into it. Okay, so I will go over the lathe and show you what I'm going to do. And where's my overhead? And Doug can tell us who's in. Right, today's wee project is a wee uh, jewelry box, keepsake box. This is a piece of maple, and I have already engraved this on the lid. This is for my granddaughter, for a wee box to keep her wee bits of jewellery in, wee earrings and stuff. So I thought that would be a fitting, wee nice design for the top of it. Over the couple of weeks I've been off, where am I? I have been doodling with the laser, and I came up with this one as well. Just thought I'd show you this. Just a wee small one, and a wee bit of texturing around the outside. It's had about 3 or 4 coats of lacquer on it, and it's engraved right a good bit into that. It's about 3 or 4 mil engraved into that. So you could easily fill that with milliput or colored resin or something like that there, as long as you keep in mind you don't want to sand too much on it, or you'll be back to the bare wood. Uh, an art test piece I had a couple of weeks ago, before this all happened, it sounded too much and I went through the bottom, or the actual design. So anyway, this is a piece of maple, and let's see what the size is. It's 115 mil, and with the lid, it's going to be 60 mil in diameter thickness. So we'll get this onto the lathe. As I say, it's not a big project, but well, we'll I didn't want to overdo it for the first day, coming back to the live and having to bow out again, So all I have done to this piece, bring a tailstock on, is to get my piece for engraving. I needed to turn this to the round, okay, so that I can get my diameter for on the bed of the laser. So that's the size of the circle. I set that in the circle, and you put your picture into the center of it, and you can engrave whatever you want into it. So that's why it's rough. It's ready turned, but I still have a wee bit of taken off to take off. It's not finished or sanded or none. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give it a wee light touch over the outside, and then we'll take the inside out. Uh, I'm going to keep most of the shape on this uh, as straight and bevel it over at the bottom. I don't want to curve it over like a bowl. I want it to sit more or less the size it roughly is. So we'll go with that and see how we get on. So there you go, Doug. You can tell me who's in.
All right, all right. Looks like a good project. Um, Going down our chat list here, we've got Jennifer Crafting Creations. Good morning, Jennifer. Gerard the French Turner. It is good to see you, Gerard.
I,
Uh,
I
did you start to say something?
It's all right. I was near cutting my finger in that
Oh,
chisel there. It's all right.
so it is sharp.
Oh yes.
Okay, going on with the list here, we got Copper Owl Wood Turning. Hello, Copper. And I think that's everybody. If I've missed somebody, please let me know. I'll be glad to call your name out loud.
Welcome along, everyone. It's great
Oh,
to
let's
see
see.
you all in the chat.
We do have some more. There's Pete Twisted Trees. There's Wayne the Wood Turner. There's Door 60. Now I think that's all. I'd gone to
Welcome
the
along,
top of the
everyone.
list. Todd at Glen Cove Woodworks. Hello, Todd. Professor is in. Andy the Valley Wood Turner is in. Chris Dodds is in. Hello, Chris. Mike Evans. Paul Hoyton. Malcolm Douglas. Holy cow. My chat was being strange. So, okay, now I think that's everybody. So you've
So
got a pretty good group going.
I'm just going to bring the shape of this in to true it up again. It's obviously moved from when I first turned it to get it engraved on the laser and to give me a true circle. So we'll just get that on, and for all the latecomers that come in there, we are doing a wee light up box for my granddaughter, and that's a wee bit of engraving and done on it. So I'm just going to put the lid back on and just bring that in with the rest of it.
Clint at Wood Dancers is in. Mike Evans is in.
It's not bad. Still a wee bit there to come off. So I have a wee bit to hang off the front of that. So I need a wee pad to hold that. That'll probably do it. I just bring a tailstock up to hold that lid in. I'm just going to bring that up just to keep a lid there. Just check. I don't want to take too much off because I've already fitted the lid to the recess in the inside, so there's not much I can take off. If I had a thought about it, I could have left the inside of the lid to I got this bottom turned.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but these things happen. And we endeavor to make it right. I'm just trying
Professor,
to find.
I think I did say your name, but Professor's here just to make sure. Wouldn't forget you on purpose, my friend. I would not.
Yeah, I've got it on. I can't get it off.
Isn't that the way? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
Maybe a knife edge in there.
Let's see. I don't want to. No, that's not going to do it. It should come out with a good. The problem is I can't get a good enough grip on it.
Mm-hmm. Greg Alexander is in. Hello, Greg.
So I'm going to have to give.
Maybe if you tap on the bowl.
Where's my mallet?
Mike could use a small handle of something and tap on the bowl itself.
I'm coming out of chuck now.
Yeah.
These things happen, but we will get it. a nice clean chisel. Yeah, come on, that's it. Obviously, it's too tight. I didn't want to take too much off it, so I deliberately made it tight. But since I done the engraving, it's been sitting in the house, and it obviously has moved a wee bit, and that's why it's so tight. There we are. There we are. We're never beat. We just need to get it off. I just wanted to check where the grain lined up. I had two wee marks here, but I've turned them off. Where are we? Flat there.
Might give it a little sand before you stick it all the way back on again.
Yeah, I just want to try and get the grain lined up again.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's well. Yeah,
Mike at Dances with Aardvarks is in. Hello, Mike.
I just touched the inside of that. The sandpaper. But still take a wee bit off it. Oh dear. I think I'll take a wee bit off of the skew chisel just to let it breathe a wee bit. It's just still too tight.
I do enjoy turning boxes, but they are fiddly getting the lid fitted just right.
Where did I set the lid? Oh, I just fell into the shavings.
Right there.
Yeah, that's better. Comes on and goes off. Right,
Yeah, there you go.
that's better. So it's still tidy enough that I can get this wee bit of sanding. There's a wee flat here I need to turn out where it's been off. It's moved. The crack there, it'll come off anyway in the bottom. Right, that's okay. We'll get back to turning that again. No, we don't need that. I'll put my wee spongy thing there to hold the lid to it. Okay.
I'm glad you said that. I was going to ask you what that was. It's just a piece of sponge.
It's just a wee bit of sponge.
Yeah. I ran into that turning a piece just the other day, needing to bring my tailstock up and did not want to mark anything. Rob with Klingspor has come in. Hello. And Roy is in. Hello, Roy.
Good afternoon, guys.
I'm going to guess that, Roy, you're either just back from the pub or on your way to the pub. Got to get some lunch.
I think that should be more than this. I think it is. I think it's just the timber. The engrain on that.
Roy says no. No pub, at least not yet today, huh?
Okay, that's okay. It looks better. So we'll give that a quick sand because we'll be turning it round to just take the foot off. What am I looking for, Paul? Everything's so. We'll get the dust extraction on.
Having to get
Turn the speed
reacquainted with
down.
your shop, are you?
Pardon?
Been out so long, you're having to get reacquainted with your shop and where
Yep.
everything is.
Where is everything?
Yeah. Mark Gentleman Woodturner is in. Hello, Mark. Imagine that sanding up real nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it should come up okay. I have made an art piece with that piece of maple like that, and it came up lovely.
Yeah, maple usually does sand up pretty nice. Oh, Mark, that sounds fun. Just finished a double 4-hour lesson. Granddad and grandson. That sounds fun. Hopefully that has started a whole bunch of memories for the both of them, especially that grandson.
Right. Jesus. Let's see. Ooh.
I just I was just commenting. I'm in a group and they asked a general question to the group, what got you started in wood turning? And I was recounting that some of my earliest recollections with my maternal grandfather was in his shop. He had become quite the turner, just mostly turning table legs and that kind of thing. And asking if I could try the lathe, and he said sure. And he got me up there and stood right behind me and kind of guided me. It was great. It was great. That put a passion in me. I did woodwork all along, but turning I did not get to do much of until quite a bit later. Uh, Golly, I guess I was mid 30s when I started this round. So anyway, it's a passion now. This young man was 14 and a natural, Mark says. So yeah, that probably started a passion in him today, especially if his grandfather will work alongside him. Roy said, "And you're still learning." You're exactly right, Roy. I learn every time I come to the lathe.
Yeah,
It's
you learn something new every day.
yeah, absolutely. Just telling Paul before we came on about a technique that I'm going to use in my live tomorrow. I don't know why I didn't think of it, but I saw somebody else use it, and it is fabulous, and I can't wait to use it. I tried it out; it worked well for me. So anyway, Alex Wurzel, the wood butcher, just came in. Hello, Alex. You're
Going
not
on,
late.
Alec.
You're right on time for you. And if you have to leave, you have to leave.
I'm just spinning this in reverse. Help with a bit of sanding on the end grain here. It's not behaving. It's coming out now. Just a wee bit left there.
Vinny Charlton has just come in. Hello, Vinny. Fred Gilliver is in. Hello, Fred.
Hi, Fred. Did you say Pete was in?
Oh yeah, Pete's been in. Yeah.
How are you feeling today, Pete? I know you were bad last night. $3.20. On the last, about 400.
All right. Pete's still not feeling well today. He's used up most of the day just getting through last night. I understand. I have been there more than once. Not fun. Hope you get better soon, Pete.
Okay, that's the sanding done. I've got a wee coat of sand sealer on that. Then we can get the inside sorted.
It's a very clear piece of maple, isn't it?
Yep. Had to get maple because I couldn't get it any sycamore. The wood shed doesn't have any. I think Sam's finding it hard to get sycamore anywhere. Right. I'll just move that up a bit out of the way. Put that back in the rack. Put that down there. We'll just blow that dust off that. Okay. We'll put a wee. I was going to wipe that sand sealer over my engraving, but I've changed my mind. I'm going to spray it on. sometimes when you engrave stuff, the burning leaves that wee bit of charcoal in it, and if you rub it, sometimes even though I've blown it out, you can rub it and rub the dirty mark into it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll spray the sand sealer on the lid. We'll let that sit and dry. Just give it a wee spin and a wee touch up there, just lightly over. Right, we'll get the lid off now.
Again.
I can't believe that. Where's that chisel? I think that wee bit of sand sealers made it tight again.
Could have.
There we are.
There you go. Came off a little easier.
Yeah. So I can take whatever I need off this, but I can't take any more off the inside of this because you can see I'm right up my limit. I should have left that, but anyway, what's done's done. Right, okay, we'll just give that a wee clean there. We can give that an RB touch of Yorkshire grit later and any sanding because I'm going to have to turn it around to take the foot off. So we'll take the inside out. We'll change camera. There we are. Okay. There's a bit high. Okay. A bit more speed. That's about 1700 RPM. It's quite hard on that end grain there on the side. Probably will find that it'll move too. What now? The wood's getting taken from the middle. It want to relax itself and spread out.
Wood does it holds stresses inside pieces like that so much. It's amazing sometimes. Take the center out of a bowl and it has released the tension and all kinds of things happen.
Just check the depth of that. I don't want to end up going through the bottom. I think I'm all right. Like I got plenty on that. Oh. Just allowing for the recess in there, so that's in about 4 mil. So if about 1/4 of an inch more, I can take off that. I'm not going to have the bottom of this going straight down. I'm going to sweep it round. So once you put things into it, that you can slide it up from the bottom.
Mm-hmm. Good idea. Jennifer has reminded everyone to hit that thumbs up. Always a good reminder, Jennifer. Thank you.
Still a wee bit yet. I think I'll use a round nose scraper to bring that round the bottom. This is just an ordinary scraper, one bevel on it, so you need to be above center.
Norman Greenwell. Hello, Norman. Good to see you today.
Hey, Norman. Just check our depth again. Yeah, we're getting there. Just bear with me, guys. I'm just going to sharpen that.
Not a problem. I just recently reacquainted myself with my scraper. We went through that phase talking about how scrapers cause tear out in the end grain, and I have not used my scraper in a long, long time. Until recently. And it can be a great tool to use. It can pull out, cause tear out, but it also can be used to solve a lot of issues. Yeah, Jennifer, I noticed that a minute ago. Paul's name is Shed on the screen, but that's okay.
I know. I had to change my browser over when I come out this morning, and it started asking me all these questions. As I was setting StreamYard up. And
Right.
here's me. What do you put in there? And I just put it, and I just noticed it says Shed. You know.
Right. Right.
That seemed to
Let's see.
clean
That's
the
an
end
easy.
grain up all right.
That's an easy enough fix. So.
Yep. You know, when you change things, things change everywhere on the
Absolutely.
computer, and I could. Here's me. What I put in there? Because I never had that before. Because I never changed browsers.
Exactly.
Why I changed browsers this morning when I came out, when I went along in the StreamYard and linking up with OBS, it you know the way your wee box comes up when you enter your into your channel. It
Right.
wouldn't go. It wouldn't work. And no matter what I tried rebooting the computer by turning it off and on again, and it still wouldn't register. So I just changed browsers and came up straight away.
All right, let's see. Roy asked a question. What if you made the scraper into a negative rake scraper? Roy, that would work too. I just, like I said, I had just gone away from it, had not been using it at all, and just went back to it recently, watching some of the folks that we typically watch here on YouTube, and then also watching Richard Raffin, and he does a lot of scraping. He finishes almost virtually every bowl with a scraper.
Yeah.
Takes the bottom out, does not use a gouge on the bottom. So I've gone back to it and really like it. Mark Stroughton is in. Hello, babes.
I just takes those wee fine cuts off, especially on the end grain. can be good or it can be bad. That looks all right. That looks, it feels okay. Just check your depth again. Yeah, that's where I want to be because we have to take that foot off. I'll just show you the camera. Recess is in about not much. Where's my pencil? So I'm in about there on the recess.
Okay.
So the came, I think my inside's here somewhere. So it allows me a wee bit of room, wiggle room for the to turn around, take the foot off, and make it nice. So just grab our lid again and see what happens while we're taking that. Oh, it goes off. Look at that. It goes on lovely now.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, that's okay. I thought I was going to have to do a whole lot to that. So that's more or less the inside of that. We just need to sand that up and then we can turn it around, finish it, and stuff. So I'll just bring that down a wee bit. I'll put the dust extraction on. Just turn the speed down a wee bit on that. A wee bit too fast. It's about 600. It'll just be whizzing over the sandpaper. We'll see what that's like. No tear out on the end grain. There's the end of grain there. And there's it there. So that's all nice. Yeah. Just check your, stop the lathe and check your piece every time you go to change the grit. You don't want to end up going away all the way to 400 and finding that you have a couple of wee marks and you're going to have to back again.
Yep. Given that same piece of advice so many times, and yet I still do it every once in a while, and it's a little aggravating to have to go back and redo. Hello, Bailey Woodworks, just coming in. Good to see you today.
Welcome along. Yeah, happy enough for that. That was 180, 240.
I was just thinking I should have told you that long ago.
I forgot all about it.
Mm.
See, you forget these things when you haven't been doing any lays for a number of weeks.
Uh-huh.
Okay. It was 240, 320. I've just delayed in reverse here. Just help them with. There's a wee mark there. It might help going in reverse. Just with the fibre of the wood.
Mm. um, 400. Turn that racket off. Good. So I'll touch that. We got a sound sealer on that. Roy's got to go. He's got an eye appointment. Roy, I hope everything comes out okay. Get things into focus there.
Yeah. Could be a costly day too.
Yeah, could be. Could be. Todd. Todd says, see in quotation marks, see you later, Roy. Not if he sees you first, Todd. May open up a whole new world.
Just getting that wee bit of the where the lid sits on too. A wee coat of sand sealer on it. That'll probably be. So as I said at the start, this is just a wee box for my granddaughter, for her wee bits and pieces for her wee earrings and wee bits and pieces she has. It's a wee jewellery box for her, and I've done the wee bit of engraving on the top with the laser to make it stand out. That it's for a wee girl. You could also put their name on it, and it probably will do that later. So well, and I think I've still room here to put her name here. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
so that's not a hard thing to do. You think of these things after you've done them. You know.
Robert Boltwood has just come in. Hello, Robert.
Hi, Robert. So we got a wee bit of Yorkshire grit and give that a wee spin around on the inside and the outside because we didn't do it. So we'll turn that speed down. We'll rub that in. A wee small piece like this, it's not going to take long to rub that Yorkshire grit in. A bigger piece, you want to spend a bit of time and let the Yorkshire grit do its job. Because it's a small circle you're working on, it's actually working on it faster.
Mm-hmm.
So just give that a wee rub on the outside as well. And I'll get a clean piece of cloth.
Did a little, about a 3-inch walnut bowl for my dad the other day. Just a little demonstration of product that he's going to start using, and oh yeah, it didn't take long. He had some Yorkshire grit there, and we put it on there, and it was on and off really quick. It didn't take long at all. Came up to be a pretty little bowl though.
I'm still using this tin, Doug.
Yeah, you'll use that. It'll be
It's
2025 before
there,
you run
there's
out.
still some in it.
Yep. Oh, some of my Axe wax, little sample piece that I had. It was the bottom of it lasted a long time.
Yeah.
Kept thinking this will be the end of this, and there's more in it.
With it being cold out in the workshop, it's solid. It's really hard.
Right.
So it's sitting underneath the heater here to soften it up a wee bit.
Well, and honestly, we probably get more than enough when it's hard like that. Uh, I know I tend to put too much on.
Right, so that's the inside done. So we need to reverse this round. I'll just show you that with the lid on. There's the lid. So that just needs a wee rub.
She is going to love this little box.
I'm not going to do much to the top of that. I'll just give it a light coat of clear lacquer when I'm finished, as it sits on it flat. And
How old is she, Paul?
I think she's 9.
9. Okay.
I could be wrong. Maybe she's a bit older than that.
Hard to keep up with all these childrens.
Too many. Right. Do, 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 do. Okay, we'll get that into the cool jaws here. Good job I'm taking that wee bit of stuff away from here because that chipped off.
Sure.
Right, we'll just get the bulb out and we'll just nip the corner right of this.
Did that chip out when you're making the tenon?
Yeah, when I was hammering trying to get the lid off.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
With a force on the chuck, it decided to let go.
Mm-hmm.
Just have to take it easy here because it's in the cool jaws. And always remember, don't use the speed above it's recommended on your cold jaws. You're only asking for trouble. I'm just going to bring the tailstock up a wee second. Just that for a wee bit of security, because there's a wee, where that hole is, it started catching on the gouge. I could easily pull it out. Just didn't get till I get most of the timber away. You're nearly afraid to put too much pressure on it, and then it pulls it off.
Better safe than sorry.
Let's have a wee look at that. Well, the hole's away, so I just put that on the overhead. You can see the shape of that as I'm coming around. I'm just a slight curvature on it, and then to the bottom. Then I'll switch back to our spindle gouge. Let's have a look at that. That looks all right. So in our cut round, take that wee mark away and just switch back to the tailstock, because yeah, I got that wee bit of turn right there. Use a fresher, sharper chisel. Stop that how we like. Tear right where the end grain is there. It's quite bad. So try a bit more speed. Just check out it's flat. You could do with a wee bit more on it. It's not quite flat enough. That's better. Okay. So we'll take this tailstock away now.
Have to be a little bit concave so it sits nice, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be much, just a little bit. Yes, Pete, you're exactly right. Coal jaws are pretty good. Um, if a piece is a little suspect, that's a whole nother story. But you can just like Paul just did, bring that tailstock up, and you got that insurance. It can't go anywhere if the tailstock's up. So you're always safer. It's not always convenient, but it is safer for sure.
I'm just gonna use my brand new scraper just to tidy that up a bit. Right, we'll get that sanded and see what happens. 400. Right, get the extraction on.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, Gerard. Gerard got a piece of teak. It's 3 inches thick, 11 by 24, and some cutoffs. My goodness. I see a couple of shallow bowls or deep platters, and lots of nice little inlay kind of stuff, Gerard. That sounds great. Always nice to get those gifts of wood that somebody's not going to use instead of it getting thrown out to a landfill somewhere or shredded up for mulch. Todd, I'll ask him that question here in just a minute. Paul, the question's been asked, how much wider can those cold jaws expand before the carriers start falling out?
There's a wee red mark on the carrier at the
Okay.
back. I'll just show you. So let's see where the red mark is.
My goodness.
So I don't see it yet, but there is a wee indicator that lets you know you're too far. If you see it, you're too far. I wouldn't go any more than that, you know.
Okay. All right.
So that's almost 30 there, 12 inches. In fact, it is 12 inches. It'll go right to. So you get it a good size bowl on it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, you're only you are limited by how wide the chuck will go, and
yeah, well, that's an Axminster chuck. That's an old chuck,
mm-hmm.
and it's a good size. I picked that chuck up on one of our past members. He passed away, and his stuff was up for sale. And I was going to mount that on the inside, but it won't go. So I'm going to have to. There's just a wee mark here in the bottom, so I'll bring it out a wee bit and try and just hold it. I get it sanded, and then I'm going to put the finish on it. I bought this chuck and the cold jaws on it, and I got it for £100, which was a bargain. You know. Just trying to even it up a wee bit. Just a wee bit. There's a wee mark with sandpaper. I went over. Just that'll hold that while I get a wee bit of sandpaper on that. What's that? T320. It's just there. But I think there's actually a bigger set of cold jaws you can get. You know the actual jaws.
I know there are extenders, and Gerard has asked if you could make some, and I guess you can, Gerard.
Yeah, I've seen people with extensions on here out of wood, screwing into one or two holes here to hold it.
Right.
Because really, you're only using the cold jaws to take your foot off, or or finish the bottom or something. It's not for turning, really.
Right. And you're limited by the size of your lathe as well. I've only got 16-inch, so if it extends out to 16 inches, that's as far as I can possibly go anyway. Well, I could not put a 16-inch bowl on 16-inch cold jaws. They just wouldn't fit.
I actually made a set of cold jaws. For big stuff. I'll just show you on the overhead.
Yeah.
I made that.
Longworth chuck. Yeah.
Longworth chuck. It's just the same job,
Absolutely.
it if you want, you're not. Put it this way: if you're going to spend the money on a piece you're going to use very often, it's cheaper to make it for
Mm,
one or two things. Or maybe a year you're going to use it. Most of the times
right,
it's hanging on the wall. I don't see a point in spending all that money on stuff that is going to sit there.
right, right.
But there's people there like buying stuff, and doesn't matter.
Exactly. Yeah, they've got the money and want to do it, and some people just don't. I cannot make the Longworth chuck. I don't have the space, nor do I have the equipment to make that chuck. To make cold jaws, I could do that. That's not quite as sophisticated, we'll say.
You only need a router. You know, you can pick a cheap router up.
Yeah, and your cost there would be the bit.
Yeah, straight flush bit.
But I mean, yes, it can be done. Um, like I said, I don't really have the space to do it, to do the layout part. That's the tough
Well,
part for
when I
me.
actually made that set, I had a big piece of monkey puzzle,
Hmm.
and it was a full size of. It was maxed out in my lathe, so it was mere hitting the bedways. So it was about it was more than 16 inches
Wow.
uh, in diameter. I made that to hold to finish the bottom of it. That's what I had that for, and it done the job. And I still use it now and again for the odd bigger bowl that the cold jaws won't accommodate, but
Right, right.
it gives you that option. I think a set of those the Longmore chuck itself, the biggest one I've seen in the shop, I think it's about £140.
Wow.
It's a lot of money
It is.
for it to sit there most of the time.
Pete makes a good point as well. The bigger the jaws, the slower you have to go, probably
Yeah,
even slower with wood jaws.
yeah.
I think you're right, Pete. I think you're exactly right.
Eh, we were talking the other day about one of our demonstrators on a Tuesday night. It was using the ring tool, and I was asked a question Saturday at my club meeting that from a guy that, what do you think of ring tool? I have never used it, and I don't intend to. uh, it's good for angering, you know,
Yeah, right.
but I've never had the. It's just an ordinary tool you have to buy if you want, but
Another tool. Yeah.
I don't see any point in buying it.
I've got one. I used it a lot when I first got it. I don't use it now for one reason
What's that
only.
wee mark off?
It is dull as it can be. It won't cut hot butter right now. I,
I don't even
I'm
know how you would sharpen that.
there. You use a stone in your Dremel tool or in a router. Um, it's a cone shape. The instructions say to use it on a use a router table. Mount your router into a router table, and then spin this stone in it. And I mean, it's not a big deal. They're easy to find. The stones you can buy them most
Yeah,
any of the big box stores. I'm not real concerned about that.
it's just like any tool. The amount of Halloween tools there is on the market, it just blows your mind. What one do you buy? You
Mhm,
know,
mhm.
and it's you may find when you buy one that you can't use it just because it doesn't suit you. You know,
Right, right. That's always possible.
so a better way to do if you know somebody has one and you're thinking of buying it,
Borrow
borrow
it.
it. Before
Borrow
you
it.
buy it.
Absolutely.
Right. That. I'm gonna put a wee bit of
Yeah.
wax on the bottom of
And
that.
Yeah, I forget. I bought mine to do. A lady had asked me to make a. It's just basically a long cylinder with a bottom in it. Um, a, it's like a bottle koozie, for like a wine bottle. Um, in fact, she was going to ship a bottle of wine to her friend with it. And so anyway, I bought that tool and it worked great. It was an ingrain, like
Yeah.
a long ingrain box. Um, I and I used it as far as the tool would reach, but I ended up making a couple of tools, an Olin style tool, and it worked a whole lot better. Todd, that's kind of what I thought. Todd said that he would think a router would be a little, because of the speed, it'd be too fast.
Yeah.
Um, but that's what they say to use. Um,
I don't think
the
I would use it.
the instructions from the manufacturer say use it. They say don't try to use your lathe. It doesn't go fast enough. They said don't even use a Dremel. It's not fast enough.
Okay, guys, there's my wee box for granddaughter. They put her wee bits and pieces in. Just a simple wee box,
It's tremendous. She will love it.
and I'll put her name on it, and
Yeah.
then she'll have it. So I'll just give it a clear coat of lacquer later on and let it sit and buff it up, and that'll be
Paul,
finished.
I wonder if she would want to paint that unicorn
Hmm,
or
that's a
color it.
good idea. Color it in.
You may ask her before you put the lacquer on, and
Yeah,
if she wants to color it, let her do that, then lacquer it.
that's a good point. But anyway,
All right. You're
there you
getting some
are.
nice compliments there. Nice wee box, pretty little box.
So there you are, guys. My first live back, and wee small project
That's all
to get
right.
me broke in. What's that? An hour and 13 minutes. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
Uh, my legs are starting to go, but
You,
uh,
you haven't had to stand that long.
yeah, when you haven't been standing in the shade for a wee while, where am I? What am I trying to do, Paul? Trying to bring Doug in. You're, all that can tell on you. The legs are starting to get a wee bit tired.
Yeah.
There you are, guys. Nice wee project for, where am I? There.
There you are.
Okay. And a wee box rounded over bottom just to
That's a
sit.
nice box. Very nice
Yeah,
box.
she'll love it. Uh, oh, you're still here, Gerard. Great. I take it the granddaughter's still sleeping.
He says you gave her or gave him an idea, so that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh dear. So I will say thank you for coming in and joining me this afternoon, guys. We'll see you all again next Monday, hopefully. And hopefully, well,
And Paul might get the right name on the screen.
yeah, that's just my name's Shed now. Okay, guys, I'm going to say cheerio, and we'll see you next Monday.
Bye, folks. We'll see you
Bye.
hopefully